APC rep aspirant Gbolagade Abiodun drag rep Akande-Sadipe to court. A fierce legal battle has erupted over the All Progressive Congress APC ticket for the Oluyole Federal Constituency as a leading aspirant, Honorable Gbolagade Abiodun, has dragged the incumbent lawmaker, Honorable Tolulope Akande-Sadipe, and the APC before a federal high court in Ibadan. In the lawsuit pending before Honorable Justice Uche N Agomoh at Court 1, Abiodun is seeking to retrieve what he described as a stolen mandate from the lawmaker. The matter, which was slated for hearing on Thursday, was adjourned until September 15, 2026 for a definite hearing. Due to difficulties in reaching the incumbent lawmaker, the court granted an ex-parte motion directing that Honorable Akande-Sadipe be served with originating summons through substituted service. Addressing a press conference on Friday, Honorable Abiodun alleged that the lawmaker had gone into hiding and completely evaded the law.
We only saw recently that Honorable Dr. Sadipe and other 13 reps, they were now snapping with our Deputy National Auditor of the party. Deputy National Auditor of the party now brought out INEC form. He distributed it to all the 14 federal reps, claiming that these are our reps. He said, this is absurdity. This one cannot stand. This is illegality. You've not announced. Why haven't you announced? Why are you announcing someone that did not participate in the primary? And you made us to realize, the president made us to realize that the electoral act says that it's either direct primary or consensus. So we said, okay, no problem. If that should be the case, I think the next thing is for somebody that knows the law is to approach the court of law. Let's go to the court so that we will adjudicate on these very issues. And to God be the glory, we filed the case at the Federal High Court. And yesterday was the hearing, the first sitting. And they have been looking for Honorable Sadipe. They wanted to serve her. The bailiff called her and she said they were assassins. They wanted to assassinate her. They were this after the bailiff has already introduced herself. Started saying he will call the DSS, he will call this, he will call that. So they now report to the judge. They reported to the judge. The judge now said, okay, now they are now mandating the court to go and serve her. But as we speak, even because her house is closer to my house, it's 4 houses away to my house. We later heard that she has packed all her properties 4 days ago. With up to 15 police officers came to pack everything. So nobody can say that this is where Honorable Sadipe is staying in Oluyole Federal Constituencies as we speak, because he actually rented that place. So we don't know where to. The only area we can trace out to is our constituency office. So we now believe that maybe they should go and paste it to constituency office or to go to our family house in Southeast. So far so good. The matter is now at the court. And whatever is at the court, we don't discuss it. But this is just to brief the press so that they will know that the court is actually looking for her. She should come and collect her own letter so that she will get prepared. Because the Oluyole Federal Constituencies is demanding for their right. They said she has served them for 8 good years. We appreciate her support. They're actually willing for another person to run.
Narrating the event of the May 15, 2026 primary election, Abiodun expressed shock at how Akande-Sadipe was handed the INEC form despite a crushing defeat. According to him, the lawmaker came 5th in the primary, polling mere 33 votes.
When the primary was about to start, all the members came out en masse. They were all waiting because they had one conviction that somebody they have not been seen now wanted to go and obtain form. She came around, she started giving people money, they collected her money, they were waiting for that day. On that very day, we couldn't see Sadipe, but few of our followers came on the field. They said they should count them. Since the few came around, we can still not disenfranchise them. They counted them. I think she scored 33, and we were 6. I scored 2,315 votes. So that was how I was able. In fact, nobody scored 300 votes among all the 6. We are not even close to 300. Let alone talking about thousands. So we all moved. We all gathered to New Garage, our party office. That was how they did the collation.
He alleged that while the official primary was witnessed by INEC, DSS, NLCDC, and the police, Akande-Sadipe held a separate parallel election at 5 a.m. at an unapproved venue.
But we were surprised around 5 a.m. we heard that Honorable Tolulope Akande-Sadipe started our own primary in different houses, was trying to dodge. And on the day of election, the INEC officials were all present. The civil defense were there, the DSS were there, police officers were, virtually all the security officers, operatives were present. And they signed it. Everybody signed the document, and we did the announcement in our party office where I was declared as the winner. And the returning officer is our secretary. That's the secretary of the party, Agomoh.
Abiodun revealed that he served as Akande-Sadipe's coalition officer during the 2023 election at the risk of his life, after which he reportedly promised to step down for him. He further claimed that the lawmaker went on to neglect party members immediately after the election in 2023, prompting him to step in and start to fund the members in order to hold the party and make it formidable.
Happens to be the chairman coalition officer for Tolulope Akande-Sadipe. I was the one that collected the result for him. They nearly bombed us at the INEC office. I was at the I was at the forefront. I happens to be the brain behind our success in the last elections. Because virtually I was receiving series of attacks from left and right, saying that you are the one blocking. Those that they come to accord, you are calling me saying that I should work. I say no, I don't work for parties. If once you've decam, we are the one in charge. And I told all our people, our followers, that you cannot benefit anything from our. I told them right from the beginning. But we are doing this for the party, not for Tolulope Sadipe. But we can be working together. But I want you to know that if you are not getting anything from her, come and see me. Whatever I have the capacity to do, I will do it for you. So as far as that election, in fact, virtually most of our followers were stripped naked at Abbey. They beat many of in fact, majority of them, they were in the hospital. I was the one paying for hospital bills. When the opposition brought out loud, trying to malign many people, creating unnecessary tensions, we thank God that we did not lose souls, but they all suffered. But at the end of the day, what did our honorable? How did he repay us?
Despite the ongoing legal tussle, Abiodun urged the supporters to remain resolute and focus on mobilizing for the general election, which is roughly 6 months away. Abiodun, who expressed absolute faith in the judiciary, said he's optimistic the court will retrieve its mandate from the lawmaker, Tolulope Akande-Sadipe. Sheriff Oyewole, Oluyole Television News.